Hello, everyone. I'm Tristan, and today we're going to look at 5 key English idioms that start with the word off. After that, we're going to look at 3 Toeic questions, and I'm going to show you how to get the answer using this new vocabulary. So let's learn these 5 key idioms. First, let's look at a short story. For years, the team had been successful in the league, as they had made the national final twice in 5 years. However, things started going off the rails when their long term coach quit and was replaced by a new one. What do you think go off the rails means? A, lose control and start going badly. B, begin to have more success. Or C, face a massive challenge. Well, the answer is A. You are probably correct. Here's another example. The police investigation went off the rails when 2 of the officers were arrested for corruption. So it became chaotic. It stopped going smoothly. There was a lot more problems. This term to go off the rail comes from a traditional train. A train, of course, is on the rails. If it goes off the rails, this is a bad situation. It is chaotic. Okay, so we know the start of the story. Next, many fans said that the president of the team could fire the new coach. However, the president said that option was off the table. The president said that would send a message to the players that they were off the hook for the team's poor performance. So, what does the first term off the table mean? To be clean, to have strength, or to not be an option? Well, the best answer is C, to not be an option. Now, it also said in the reading that it sent a message to the players that they were off the hook for the team's poor performance. What does off the hook mean? Responsible for a negative thing or not responsible for a negative thing? Yes, it's B. So let's look at these 2 idioms. When we look at off the table, we are saying it is not an option or it's not an option anymore. Here's an example. The company thought about sponsoring the tournament, but that was taken off the table when they discovered the cost would be in the millions. So it was an option, but then it was removed. It was taken off the table. When we look at off the hook, here's an example. The company has dumped chemicals into the river for years and caused environmental damage. The government says they should pay for the cleanup, but the company says they should be off the hook for the cleanup because they had always followed the law. So they're saying we should not be held responsible. We should be let off the hook. Here's one more example. Although she was not charged with a crime, she is still not off the hook as the victim is suing her for $1 million. So some form of punishment is still on the table. Okay, so let's keep going with this story. The president of the team also made an off the cuff statement that the players were spending too much time partying and not enough time focusing on their training. The president tried to take back the statement, but it was too late. Things really went off the rails in that interview. So, an off the cuff statement or comment is a statement or comment without thinking or planning. Another example, during the speech, the politician made an off the cuff statement saying that people cared more about their pets than their children. He immediately tried to take it back, but the damage was done. Okay, and the last part of the story. After the interview, the president of the team decided to quit. She did not want all this stress and attention. She made the extreme decision to give up modern life and live off the grid. Now she lives in a small cabin in the forest. So if somebody lives off the grid, is it A, they live in a small town, B, they live in a hotel, or they are not connected to public utilities like plumbing, electricity, cable? Well, the answer is C. Now, what I'd like you to do is match the phrase to the best definition. So let's start with an off-the-cuff comment. Well, this one is C. What about an idea that is off the table? B. So it won't happen or it won't happen anymore. If something goes off the rails, B. That's correct. It goes wrong. If someone lives off the grid, B again. I guess B is my favorite letter today. And if someone is off the hook, C. Okay, so now let's look at three TOEIC questions, and this will be quick because we now know the vocabulary. Let's get started. First, we're going to think of the idea. The main idea is costs have increased, so many people have said that a long trip is not a possibility. They do not have the money to go abroad. Therefore, a long trip is off the table for them. Let's look at 121. Well, the best answer is off the cuff. This was unplanned and may be controversial. He or she probably didn't plan or mean to say this, so this was an off the cuff statement. Remember, it is common to see off the cuff remark, statement, or comment. Let's look at 129. Before we get the answer, let's just look at a key form here when it says charge someone with a crime. This is accuse someone of a crime formally and force them to go to court, force them in front of a judge. Now, they might be innocent, but they might be guilty. But in this situation, the state or authority is charging them with a crime. An example, the suspect was arrested on Tuesday and the police charged him with theft on Thursday. So, person is charged with a crime, and here they did not charge the politician with bribery. So they're not going to charge her with a crime. So the best answer is off the hook. He is not being held responsible. He is not going to receive punishment. They let her off the hook. So the best answer is D. All right, so we looked at 5 key idioms with off. We've improved our TOEIC score and overall English. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.